Here's how to teach someone a lesson for mistreating you. And yes, this works on narcissists. You're not going to teach someone a lesson by being angry, showing anger, crying, showing tears, or trying to make them cry or make them get angry. That's not what makes an impact on a person. You have to understand that the worst thing you can make a person feel is not anger, it's making them feel like they don't matter. There are psychological studies on the effects of being ignored. If you think about it, the harshest punishments that are used on people is putting them somewhere where they can't be contacted by anyone, ignoring them, putting them out. If you want to teach someone how to treat you, you have to understand something very important. The behavior that will be repeated is the behavior that you reward. Again, the behavior that you reward is what's repeated. So if you keep giving narcissistic supply to someone for mistreating you, then they're going to keep doing it. If you keep trying harder because you're anxiously attached, so when they pull away, you try harder, then they're going to keep pulling away. And you might say, well, no, when I'm being angry, when I'm telling them how badly they hurt me, that's to teach them. No, that's negative attention, which is still attention, which is telling them they're important. You're rewarding the bad behavior. Narcissistic supply is two different things. There's positive supply, which is telling the narcissist or the toxic person how great they are, how much you love them. But there's also negative supply, which is just you being emotional, you being upset. That indicates to the person, oh, I'm important. You're rewarding bad behavior by showing that you're upset by the things that they're doing. So the only way to handle someone who has disrespected you or mistreated you is distance and disinterest. Just total blank out. Like I'm just total no reaction, none. Show them that they don't matter. When you distance yourself and you refuse to give emotional attention, which is what they're looking for, you're doing a couple really powerful things here. You're showing them that through your actions, which are speaking louder than your words, their behavior is not worthy of a reaction. Therefore, you're making them feel not worthy of a reaction, which is way more punishing than you just being mad or yelling or breaking something. That's rewarding to them. They love all that. The other thing you're doing is you're repelling the toxic predatory behavior. And so if it is a person who's just acting toxic, but maybe there is hope for them, they're going to stop doing the thing that's making them feel like they don't matter. They don't like that you just started ignoring them when they do this thing, so they're going to stop. When it comes to a narcissist, because they will never stop mistreating you and pursuing evil towards you and trying to bring you down, they're learning here that this isn't working, so they're going to move on to something else. It's still going to be evil, by the way. They're a narcissist. Nothing can ever work with them. But you have punished the bad behavior. You have set a very clear boundary. And ultimately, your disinterest and your avoidance of the narcissist is going to have to culminate in you just completely going no contact with them. But if you control your emotions, if you regulate and validate yourself, then they're not in control of your emotions. Then they don't feel like they can control you. And that's where you want to be. They mistreat you, then they don't matter. They don't exist.